Well, that's all the characters, but it yes. And the next thing, we got the props, which includes around for the game consoles, frying pan, a cell phones as well, or the cellular phones, like anything as pumpkins, a big locomotive flying around the track, and boom boxes, and some sort of relics. Alright, we're gonna be added a locomotive as just flying through the track. Not even possibly that is actually going to abandon this train like anytime soon. And some extras. We got banners and a treasure chest, like a teddy bear, like a jelly bear as well. We got actually some sort of banners and cotton candy plush, cotton candy cookie plush that we absolutely got even for some sort of an exist. So we didn't have any of those things, such as for the comic effects like their own, and the backgrounds could be isn't going to be exactly real to do this. That image from this thing as well. Image nothing wasn't going to be from Battle for Dream Island. We got for multiple bedrooms and ourselves inside of a local mall and anything to do this. This isn't going to be just what I remembered. So, what about for a realization that we just actually put it slightly right over here? So, I'm not gonna be including like anything of those, including for some sort of like the Tubbies as well, and Teletubbies, and like anything as well with a reference. Lions, tigers, and anything but caves from the alphabet LORE. The garage station or the gas station, like anything, but it does. And nothing extras isn't going to be just like this. And looks like we got anything from those things, unless that does not going to be pretty quite able to be showing this. And what about the train station? It wasn't just like probably like existed like anything elsewhere to do this. And we got a bathroom and some backdrops. So, what about like anything it goes? Or the gambling section, or like anything but it else. It just ran out like anything to do this, but I'm very not sure. This is what actually that is not going to do like anything it already does, and it's going to be a little bit close. And what about for some sort of a dance club? And we should be able to add it here. So we got ourselves a dance club as well. And what about with some extras? We got ourselves to get a little bit for to do this as well. Cookie run backgrounds and like anything that we possibly that we have indeed. And which is also included like ourselves that we didn't actually gonna be trying to add on. So I suggest we put in the round of this city to be over here. And it's going to be inside of that party house. And next thing, it's gonna be something huge. So that's not going to get a little bit for one last thing to get things a little bit done. Was this is actually from the Patrick Show? Is this actually like the Patrick Show or some sort of bubble guppies like those things? Or is it like anything but beyond of those images as well? So this could be the last image that should be able to saw like this thing as well. And I guess we're gonna be replacing like either for instead of some weirdest drawings like that for. So even possible that we isn't going to get around of this thing as well. So I just actually changed like anything but where it goes. Finally, let's try to add for some characters like itself until it will be taking for many much more minutes to do so. as it's going to be taking for a lot of time and it won't be going to be easy. We also including a shopping cart with a skateboard with itself, two Danacol rabbits that we got anything from itself, as we gone for like anything it really goes, like for some sort of an automobile, as we came throughout for just very impossible to do this as well, and here came to the automobile, and which is actually completely moving forward. And right behind is the Ferrari F12, but I'm not sure this isn't going to be just like it's pretty as well. So we're not being almost done by one thing. Of course, we're gonna be absolutely finding for a PNG cars, and let's just see. We're gonna be finding out to do this as well. So looks like we're going to be added somewhere else that we're going to have something a little bit pretty fun to do this as well. So we have ourselves a Ferrari itself for one thing as well. So right behind is a Ferrari that one thing is gonna be going to get a little bit closer to do this. And then what itself is going to be exactly what is added a little bit as well. So instead of a Ferrari F12, so let's gonna be going for studio crossover and search Need for Speed. So exactly what it's actually going to do, and oh dear, this isn't going to be for going for Need for Speed like itself. So I cannot believe it, for Need for Speed. I think it was racing, but I guess if I'm gonna be using for some sort of a racing before we're gonna be end of this video, of course we got something a little bit missing, of course, for one thing, and it goes on for the Dodge Viper SRT8 or some sort of for the Cross Corvettes as well. So something is absolutely going to be chased by the Corvettes as well, and nothing many of those things like whatever as well. So we're gonna be talking about 6 of those things. We got for a cake roll cookie, using for some sort of a roller crusher to do this by paving a lot of roads like this. It was pre-paved like this, some sort of a thing as well. And the next one, it wasn't going to be chased like somewhere else. The pizza cookie has just overtake chestnut cookie as well. 2 Danacol rabbits called Riggy was actually skateboarding and being around with a go-kart as well. Police chase around in the disco party around here, while wasn't for test driving for itself for a Honda CRV versus the Corvette C6 Z06 that crosses chasing Riggy as well. And onto the park there must be for some sort of for the walnut cookie who's heading home, including for the custard cookie the third, and we've seen for some sort of for Riggy again riding for some sort of for a one toy vehicle, and there is almond cookie right onto the sidewalk as well. So that is probably the end of this video. And of course, that is completely going to the end of this video that we're seeing up in the wrap-up. And you're probably going to be seeing for just only one thing. So make sure is going to be linked in the description of this comic studio. Of those Cookie Friends comic studio is going to be linked right here. And thanks for watching, for all your support. And don't forget, the main website is going to be linked right over here, right next on to the link to this comic studio, like anyways. And it's probably likely for all ages that you're gonna be accessed today as well, or even though or slightly changes as well by the recording footage as well. So this is Turbo Concept is signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later for meanwhile, and I'm probably sure So another video is going to be up next for this time.